Hi, I'm Maddie.
Hey, I'm Kristen.
And this is Storytime. You remember how a week ago we were talking about her favorite memory being the camping trip? Well,
that's what this story is.
Yes, it is. It was like a week-long camping trip.
Where there was nobody in the campground for like the majority of the trip.
Because it was like the middle of the week and everyone was at work and no one really goes camping till the weekend, so there was no one else in the campground but us. And we had watched a bunch of horror movies the nights before, which was a bad idea.
So, being in a campground alone,
as like
going to an outhouse alone where there could be an ex-murderer, In
the outhouse. He'll just pop out of the toilet. Like, that's not...
I needed to protect myself with a hatchet.
Brought a hatchet into... Surprise, motherfucker!
And then I made her way outside the outhouse because just in case, while I was in the outhouse peeing, somebody came up and waited for me outside and killed me when I walked out.
And she left the hatchet in the outhouse.
I did not. I was too scared to leave it in the outhouse.
So that's story one, I guess.
Of that week.
Yeah. And the second story is like more towards the weekend. We had like family friends join us and stuff. So we were in the freaking tent. And this person we were with was, I'm not going to say their name.
There's 3 or 4 of us sleeping in the tent.
And so this person that was with us is terrified of cows. So the person that owned the campground, they had a
cow farm beside it. Cattle farm.
Yeah. And it was their land and stuff for the campground. And there was cows everywhere, and she freaking, we woke up, and there was a cow outside our tent.
There was, there was, multiple cows outside of our tent. Your family was oh my god. And, we thought that they were just scaring us, because they're guys, there's a bunch of cows out of your tent, come on. We're mm-mm. They're just a joke as we come out, and they're
there's cows surrounding us. And this girl started freaking out. She's like, oh my god! I'm like, it's just cows.
They're just cows.
They're just cows. Anyway. Moving on along with the fear of cows story, there was a time where we were walking along the river there.
We went for an hour-long walk.
Yeah, we went for an hour-long walk. We were going back. And I didn't have this bike because this girl insisted on bringing my bike, but we were walking along the river and I was like, you're not
You can't ride bike.
And she freaking left it there. I'm like, you're not leaving my bike 10 kilometers outside the campground, so I had to bring it with me. So they opened up these bushes, because we had to cross the river.
Yeah, walked across the river, opened up the bushes and there's a
cow standing right there.
Listen, we thought that it was a bull. We thought it was going to attack us, and it was scary.
And all I hear is, I'm holding this bike, and all I hear is, everybody started freaking out. They are pushing each other, they are, running into each other. I can hear my sister running
closed her eyes. She closed her eyes and just runs straight through the forest. All you hear is ow, ow, ow,
and you just she'll stop for 10 seconds and be like,
running into trees.
And then the other girl, she ran across the river,
got herself stuck in the dam.
She got herself stuck in this old beaver dam, and she was still running with her foot stuck in
trying to get out.
And then the other girl picked up, because we brought dogs with us, so they're tiny dogs, so she picked up the dog and ran. We didn't see her. She was at the campground by the time we collected ourselves.
She just sprinted.
She fucking booked it. And then this girl and Kristen and another girl were pushing each other in the water. They're fuck.
She was in my way. I was trying to run from this bull that was about to attack us.
And meanwhile, I am standing there, and for 10 minutes straight, I'm watching these girls freak out and scream. And I'm standing with the bike because I didn't want to leave the bike there. And I'm watching them run around chicken
crazy
for 10 minutes. And these cows had left.
We scared the boy. The dogs were barking, we were screaming, the cows were gone.
The cows were gone within 30 seconds of them screaming, and they're still screaming bloody murder, and half the campground thought we were being murdered. Because there was a cougar watch, and they thought that there was a cougar attacking us.
Okay, listen, can I go off of that when you saw the cougar literally walking up behind me?
Yeah, and immediately well, it wasn't walking up behind you, it was in the distance behind you. That was scary.
I didn't even literally.
She was see it.
I was sitting on the log because there was a log that crossed the river, so I was sitting on the log, and Maddie's like, Kristen, we have to go. I'm like, why? She's like, we just have to go. And I'm like, but why?
I didn't want to make her freak out.
And she's like, Kristen, there's a cougar. And I was like, oh. And I literally just got up and walked away, and she's like, we need to go. I was like, oh, Okay, let's just go then.
Yeah, there was like, okay, so what happened is she was sitting on the lawn, and like something had caught my eye because I saw a movement, and like there was like a fallen tree like a couple like yards behind us, and I watched this cougar just like walk along the tree, and I was like I was processing this cougar, and I was like, we're gonna fucking die. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead.
It's just gonna pounce.
And I'm like, Kristen, you have to go. She's like, why? I'm like, we have to go.
I was enjoying sitting on the lawn.
I didn't want to like make her freak out, so I'm like, we have to go. Like, I forgot something. We have to go. And she's like, why? And I'm like,
and I was literally just gonna sit there and wait for you. I was gonna be like, okay, you go get it over
here. And I was
here.
like, no, you have to come with me. And she's like, no. I'm like, Kristen, we have to go. And she's like, why? I'm like, because I see a fucking cougar behind you. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, she didn't even process it. She just got up and walked away. And I was like, okay. And we had to like go get the forest people, and they like went to go look for it.
Yeah, but anyways, that was a week.
Terrifying.
All in 1 week, we were attacked by a bull, some cows, and a cougar.
That was an awesome time. We also swam around in the lake in our bras.
River.
Bras.
It was a river.
It was in our bras because we didn't have anything, so we were in shorts. And in our bras.
This was like a long time ago, like 3-4 years ago though.
So, more of the story, don't watch horror movies before you go camping.
Alone.
This is true. Don't bring a hatchet into the outhouse.
No, that was a good idea. It's not like I hurt anyone. It was just a good backup plan. If there was an axe murderer in there, I had a mini axe to back up his axe.
Like, my parents left us alone at a campground.
So her parents weren't even there. When I brought the hatchet, it was just us.
It wasn't like they left us alone all week. It was like they went back because we were like 30 minutes from town, or from our city. So like they went in to go get groceries and stuff.
Yeah, so look, we were only alone for like a few hours, but that, yeah.
Like being home alone. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So that is story time. If you made sense of any of that, because we went on a lot of tangents.
Just a lot of like,
ooh. We're throwing up words at you.
Jazz puke.
Jazz puke.
Jazz puke. Jazz puke.
She looks. What's it? Oh, a mole rat.
I think you're talking about.
No, the mole rats. They have these little things around their noses,
yeah, so
and they like.
This is definitely tangent, Kristen. Anyway, I don't think we have any other funny stories right now.
Well, we can wait for more stories next time.
Well, we can tell you stories of us being inebriated, but...
A what? Inebriated?
Yeah.
Inebriated. What were we...
Intoxicated?
Oh, that's the word!
I don't know. We'll have plenty of other stories coming of us being intoxicated, and
if you want us to do more story time videos, show us by liking it.
And subscribing, because there's plenty more coming. And by now, my first ADHD video has come out, and that's
so go
fun.
check that out.
Our links to our previous videos, so we have our introduction video, and my ADHD video up here, and then now this video. So, hi! Third video ever.
Third video ever? Okay.
So subscribe, like, plenty more of this coming. Why is there green in my hair?
Because like a green finger.